What's up, guys? Jordan McAbee here, fantasyracingonline.com, home of the Slingshot Fantasy Auto Contest. And we're going to talk about Charlotte in the Bank of America ROVAL 400. Seventh and final road course race of the season is this weekend to end the round of 12 for the playoffs. And, unfortunately, it's coming after Talladega, which, with how the starting lineups are now set using the qualifying formula, tends to make races afterward a lot of chalk, and basically I think we're going to see a lot of very similar lineups this weekend. I know I basically have in my head what I'm going to do with my lineup, and maybe make one or two minor tweaks, but that's just how it is sometimes. Obviously, things can go wrong with any race, but definitely know who should be the highest scoring drivers this week. So, Denny Hamlin's on the pole, Keselowski's second, Logano, Bell, Truex rounding out the top five. Place differential plays, we got Chase Elliott starting 8th, Kyle Larson starting 10th. A little further back, as far as like the really good road course racers, Chase Briscoe starting 22nd. Got Ross Chastain starting 27th, Tyler Reddick 28th, Matt DiBenedetto 30th. AJ Allmendinger's the big one, starting 33rd, since he doesn't really race much. So he always starts in the back when we have these races, and with how Slingshot's set up and how important place differential is, that makes him, definitely a slam dunk pick in this game. As I said, this is the 7th and final road course race of the season. We have raced at Daytona Road Course, the Circuit of the Americas, Sonoma, Road America, Watkins Glen, and most recently, Indy Road Course. Now, if you remember back to Indy Road Course, that was the whole curb debacle, where ton of curb problems in basically the whole race was a joke. It's the best way that I can put that. So, as far as I'm concerned, I like looking at obviously road course data from this season. We're going to dig into it here a little bit, but what you're seeing on the screen right now are the 5 road course races this season, and we're taking out Indy Road Course. As far as I'm concerned, that race didn't even happen. I don't even want to look at it. It was the most I could gain from that is going back and watching it and seeing who was fast before the whole curb stuff. And even Circuit of the Americas had its own I've said all season that Circuit of the Americas throw it out the window as well. But if you listen to Stacking Denny's this week, we kind of had a revelation that maybe Circuit of America data isn't as awful as we've been saying all year. Like, maybe we're wrong about this. So I still like to lean on the road course data this year that doesn't include Circuit of the Americas, but I am now weighing the data with Circuit of the Americas a little more than I did in the past. So first up, we have road course data, the 5 races, 5 of the 6 races this year, only excluding Indy Road Course. Best average finish, Chase Elliott, 5.4. Denny Hamlin, 7.0. Joey Logano, 9.2. Got Larson at 10.0. I will note that the winners on road courses this year, we had Christopher Bell win at Daytona Road Course. We had Chase Elliott win at Circuit of the Americas and at Road America. And then we had Kyle Larson win at Sonoma and Watkins Glen. And then Indy Road Course was Allmendinger. That's who ended up winning at that track. So 4 different winners over those 6 races. You take out Indy Road Course and we have 3 different winners, with Bell winning at Daytona Road Course and then Larson and Chase Elliott with 2 wins each. Best average running position over those 5 races, Kyle Larson 5.9, Chase Elliott 8.1, Martin Truex Jr. 8.6, Denny Hamlin 9.4, Kyle Busch 10.2, Logano 10.5. When we take out Circuit of the Americas, so when we go down to the 4 races, the 4 road course races, excluding Circuit of the Americas and excluding Indy Road Course, Denny Hamlin best average finish 5.3, Chase Elliott 6.5, Truex 6.8, Kurt Busch 6.8, Christopher Bell 8.5, Logano 10.8, and then going to average running position again, Kyle Larson 5.7, Martin Truex Jr. 7.3, Elliott 8.1, Hamlin 8.5, Kyle Busch 10.8. Those people are obviously, excuse me, a lot of the same names up toward the front, and it's not surprising. These road course races tend to be quite predictable. We know who's going to be fast. We know who's good at road course racing. So not a ton of surprises. Looking at what my algorithm says this week, as far as who should perform well, it's got Chase Elliott ranked number 1, Joey Logano coming in at 2nd. If you listen to Stacking Denny's this week, again, I'm going to plug it again. This was a really good episode this week. Learned a lot. And also, Rotodoc was talking a lot about Joey Logano in this episode. I didn't run my algorithm until the day after we record that episode, and boom, Logano pops in 2nd, above Truex, above Larson, above Hamlin. So Joey Logano is definitely someone to keep an eye on this weekend, I think. A lot of the data is pointing toward him having a very good race. And, you can get him, like if you're betting, you can get him at 25-1 on PointsBet. So I think that's definitely worth a shot. But Chase Elliott is definitely the big favorite this weekend, as he is every time we come to road course races. You look in the power index numbers here. Chase Elliott 34.8 down to Logano at 31.3. That's a full 3.5 points. That's huge, huge. You go down like here. You go from Bowman down to Harvick, 7th through 10th. They're separated by less than a half a point. So Chase Elliott, definitely the heavy favorite. It makes sense that sportsbooks have him as the heavy favorite. He's won the last 2 races here at the Charlotte Roval. He's not unstoppable, but it's getting close. I think Larson might be on his level right now. Christopher Bell could probably say something. Truex is always strong, but I think he's lost his edge a little bit. And I think Hamlin's a solid top 5 road course racer, but I don't know if he has what it takes to outrace guys like Elliott and Larson. And then of course, like Allmendinger, he can always challenge for top 5s and a win. Looking at, so I'm going to reference specific. I always talk about driveraverages.com. It's one of my favorite websites to use for quick driver ratings, finishes, overall history. I really like just how this site functions. And again, I like coming over here to the left side and going for super speedways and for road courses, going to averages by track type, and then going to road course here, because it's going to give us all of the data for all these drivers in a very easy, consumable way, at least finishes and driver ratings. So we come in here and let's say we look at Chase Elliott. Come over here to details. Chase Elliott in his career at road courses. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wins. The guy is insane. He's finished 4th or better in, 9 of the last 10. Like, he is so, and he had he had the best car in this Daytona road course race this year. He led 44 laps. That one had, the ending and some things go on in the middle of the race that really screwed things up. Chase Elliott had the best car in that race. So, Chase Elliott definitely is going to be a threat this weekend. He's only 9 points above the line in the playoffs, so he kind of, I don't see him being conservative in this race. I think he's going to go out there and try to win it. And that's something to consider, these playoff standings. I'm going to pull them up really quick. Some of these guys need to win to advance in the standings, and you kind of have to think how that's going to affect how this race plays out. So Alex Bowman needs to win. Byron probably needs to win. Christopher Bell is 28 points behind the cut line. Unless, some of these guys have issues, Christopher Bell's not going to point his way into the next round, so he needs to win, and I think he can. I don't think it's anywhere near guaranteed, but I think he needs to win. I don't think he's going to be able to point his way in. But like I said, even Chase Elliott only has a 9-point advantage over the cut line. Kyle Busch only has a 9-point advantage over the cut line. So it's you don't want to take these narratives of, how guys are going to race when it comes to the playoffs and their playoff hopes too much into account with these races. But I think you do have to consider it because it's going to affect Alex Bowman is going to, I would be extremely surprised if Alex Bowman and his team don't do some kind of alternate strategy in this race. Same with William Byron. Because they need to win and they need to get up to the front and that's their only way of advancing. So they're going to do whatever it takes to get up there. And, that can either be very good for fantasy or it can be very bad when you're picking those guys, because strategy, we obviously see it play out sometimes, but there's a lot of times it doesn't. So just something to consider there. Now, looking at the the Slingshot salaries this week, like I said, I'm pretty set on how I'm going to build my lineup this week. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm locking in Allmendinger. He starts 33rd. He should be a solid top 10 car. Come here and look at how he's raced at the Super Speedway, I don't know why I keep calling it Super Speedway. The road courses this year, he won an Indy road course, 5th at Coda, 7th at Daytona road course. He finished 7th at Charlotte Roval the last time we raced here when he was with JTG. We know what Allmendinger can do. The Collin car isn't an awful car. So starting 33rd, I think you have to lock Allmendinger in. You have this range right here of Reddick, Chastain, and DiBenedetto that all have major place differential upside. These guys are starting 29th, 27th, and 30th. So let's take a look. Let's go one by one and see how those guys have done this year. DiBenedetto, 5th at Indy Road Course, 11th at Watkins Glen, 10th at Road America, 23rd at Sonoma, 23rd at Coda, 37th at Daytona Road Course. You like to see this trend. 11th or better in the last 3. Top 15 here for 5 races in a row. Him starting back in 30th obviously should be good. Algorithm has him projected to finish 20th. I think he can be better than that. Tyler Reddick, he starts 29th. I'll pull up his stats on the road courses. 21st at Indy Road Course, he was 10th at Watkins Glen. He was 8th at Road America, 19th at Sonoma, 9th at Coda. Last year, 12th at the Charlotte Roval, here at the Charlotte Roval, and 18th at Daytona Road Course. Again, another guy that should move up 10, 15, 20 positions. Ross Chastain starts 27th. Let's look how he's done on road courses this year. 29th at Indy Road Course, that was the curb thing. 12th at Watkins Glen, 7th at Road America, 7th at Sonoma, 4th at Coda. You like to see that speed. Ross Chastain has had a ton of speed in that car this year. I really like Ross Chastain, even though he has less place differential upside than Reddick and DiBenedetto. So for now, let's throw Chastain on there, and let's just stay with that. One guy that I always like at road course races, Chase Briscoe. I talk about him every time we come to a road course race. He has legitimate top 10 upside on road courses. He finished 26th at Indy Road Course, but led 12 laps. Remember, he was in position to win at the end. 9th at Watkins Glen, 6th at Road America, 17th at Sonoma, 6th at Coda, 32nd at Daytona Road Course. That was a race. He didn't have any power steering. His hood came up on his windshield at one point. Just a bad race overall. 3 top 10s in the 6 races. I like that trend. I like his price in the Slingshot this week at $8,000. So let's throw Briscoe on there. We got Chastain. We got Allmendinger. That leaves us $21,200 for the last 2 drivers. Chase Elliott, Kyle Larson both can contend to win this race. Chase Elliott probably more of a favorite than Larson, but Larson's right there. Larson starts 2 spots further back. So as far as I'm concerned, these guys are pretty equal. Now, I'd probably go, let's just go Larson, and that's going to leave us $8,800. Boom, Reddick. Larson, Allmendinger, Reddick, Chastain, Briscoe. Don't hate that lineup at all. Can also that's a perfect 50,000, by the way. So let me close out that. Or go over to Chase Elliott and come down and grab DiBenedetto. I don't mind. I also don't mind if you don't want Briscoe. I don't hate Buescher, but I think he's probably about a 17th place car, so you're not going to get any place differential. But again, right here you can either go Elliott, Allmendinger, Chastain, DiBenedetto, Briscoe, or Reddick, DiBenedetto, Briscoe. Either way. But I do think like this section right here, it's the no-brainer plays, and they should all challenge for top 15s starting 27th, 29th, and 30th. It's going to be a great day in Slingshot. And they're safe picks. So as far as, maybe you don't want to go toward a build like that. That's the kind of build that I'm going for. That's 90%. That's what I'm going to land on for Sunday's race, and I'm just going to roll with it. Do I think it'll be the top lineup this week? No, but I think it's safe enough and has upside enough to be a very good lineup. As far as, other guys starting a little further back, let's take a look at Ryan Preece's record. I'm just curious. 21st at Sonoma's decent, 15th at Coda, 9th at Daytona Road Course. He did finish 14th at the Charlotte ROVAL last year, 21st the year before. He's starting back in 31st, so there's upside there. There's definitely upside there. So if we throw on Ryan Preece at 6,500, let's just see how much we have left if we throw on Chase Elliott. Leaves us 10-8. I like Logano to potentially win this race. I don't like him starting third in this game. Alex Bowman is interesting. Again, it comes back to, does he have the how's this race going to play out for him? Like I said, it's win or nothing for him. So I don't know if I like to be on that section or in that position. So, yeah, I don't love it, but I did just notice something as I was looking. Kurt Busch starts 13th. Like I said, my algorithm has him 6th. Let's go back and take a look at Kurt Busch this year because I want to see if I can build a lineup similar to what I was building before with Kurt Busch. So 6th at Indy Road Course, 4th at Road America, 6th at the Sonoma, 4th at Daytona Road Course. He was 4th at the Charlotte ROVAL last year. So yeah, let's throw on Kurt Busch here. If you go, okay, I don't hate that. Larson, Allmendinger, Kurt Busch, DiBenedetto, Briscoe. Like I said, I think this is the lineups, the type of lineups that I'm going to land on, is stuff like this. Larson or Elliott plus Allmendinger, and then 2 between Kurt Busch, Reddick, Chastain, DiBenedetto, and then end it with Briscoe. That's more than likely that's how I'm going to build. You could go, if you didn't want to go Larson or Elliott, there is some decent value in here, but none that I particularly love. Truex is only a $400 discount from Larson, a $500 discount from Elliott, starts 5th. Don't particularly love the upside there. Byron he can finish top 5. He can also finish 30th and kill your lineup. So, if you would go something like that, like an Allmendinger, Bowman, Bell, Kurt Busch, Briscoe, I still would rather have I'd rather have Larson and Benedetto than I would Bowman and Bell. And maybe I'm wrong there, but Bell starting 4th, yeah, he has the upside to win, but and the upside to get stage points. But with so many place differential options, I think the best strategy and the safest and highest upside strategy is to go with the build that I'm thinking of, and I could be wrong. I'm not having the greatest slingshot season, this year. I think I'm still doing well, 99th percentile, but there's definitely been weeks that I've not been completely on my game. But yeah, that's the build that I would roll with. The type of build would be, two of the three top guys up here between Elliott, Larson, and Allmendinger. I think Allmendinger's, super safe, great place differential upside. And then two between Kurt Busch, Reddick, Chastain, DiBenedetto, and then Briscoe. I don't see a reason to go away from that. I don't see the upside with many other drivers. I'm going to just do a quick glance, maybe Suarez, that car has had issues in several road course races this year, so that makes me very skeptical of picking Suarez, even though he starts 25th. If he can pull off a top 15 like he did at Daytona Road Course and Sonoma, that obviously that's going to be a good score. He's solidly priced up there, but I think it's a little too risky, personally. Priest, yes, he could finish top 20, but is it likely? He's probably going to be a 20th, in the 20s driver. Starting 31st, he's going to get a decent score, but if you can build a lineup and your lowest price driver is Chase Briscoe, I think you're going to be sitting pretty well on Sunday. So good luck this weekend with the Charlotte ROVAL. Hopefully it doesn't turn out super crazy like we've seen other road course races do this year, but you never know. I mean, there was, I forget what year it was at Charlotte ROVAL where the whole field went and just piled into turn one. I'm pretty sure there was oil on the track, but they say everybody just overdrove it. But still, the whole field went in and just overdrove that turn. So we can see crazy stuff happen. With the playoffs on the line, it wouldn't be surprising to see crazy stuff happen because guys are going to get desperate. And, that's what happens when people get desperate. So good luck to you with your Charlotte ROVAL picks. After this, we have 4 races left in the year, and we're going to kick off the round of 8. Again, if you have not listened to Stacking Denny's, the podcast, make sure you do. You can hit it or listen to it on any major platform. You can go view it on YouTube or listen to it on YouTube. Very good episode this week talking about Talladega, talking about Indy Road Course and everything else. So good luck, and I'll see you guys later.